Hello everybody, welcome to Bad Blood Collectibles, and today on the channel we're going to be reviewing Agent Carter, we're going to be reviewing US Agent, and then we're also going to be reviewing this big guy right here. I think it's called the Hydra Stomper. So before we begin, just give the video a like and subscribe. Alright guys, so today we're going to be reviewing these guys. And once again, I'm doing another Marvel Legend review, and I'm gonna add some Diamond Select, some Todd McFarlane DC Multiverse figures as well. But I just really want to focus on Marvel Select right now because for some reason they got my attention right now. So I'm gonna go with another video with this. Like I said before, I'm not a huge fan of Marvel Legends only because they 6-inch. But I didn't really realize like how much I had other Marvel Legends already. When I see something that I like, I always get it. I don't care what it is or where it's from, as long as it's cool, as long as it's nice. Now, I did make a couple of stinkers. I bought a couple of stinkers, and one of them is a Super 7 line, and I hate the way they made their figures. They look horrible, they look ridiculous, they look like they kids' toys. And that's just my personal experience. Now, there may be a lot of people that like that line. The line that I got from the Conan figures, I think I'm going to sell them all and just get rid of them because I do not like them at all. But back to the video, back to these guys. I had got the Hydra Stomper when it first came out. The same, I believe, was 50 bucks. I also got her, and she was going for like, I think 24, 23, 24, somewhere around that range. And I love this figure, and I also love this figure. And I always wanted to review them. They've been sitting up in the closet forever. Both of their boxes had dust on them. I had to dust the box off just to get it open. But I do have some gripes and complaints about the Iron Stopper, or the Hydro Stopper, or Stomper, whatever it is. I do have some gripes and complaints about that, about this one over here because he's very hard to stand. That's one gripe that I have about him. And the Ironmonger is way better than that one. I'm going to tell you that right now. But what makes this one look so good is because, of course, you got the Carter right here, Captain Carter right here, who's just looks really, really good. And we're going to start off the video with her today, only because I do like her better than I like the US Agent. And I do like her better, well, not better than the Ironmonger, I mean the Hydro Stomper. But she is also an amazing figure, and Hasbro has done it really good. Marvel Legends has done a really good job with her. And look at the way that they made the detail on her face. She looks really, really good. And I was trying to get the original one as well, but I went with this one. This was a Target exclusive, and a lot of people say that this one is better than the original one. Now, the original one that was on the What If Marvel, which was a really good movie, I mean a really good show, by the way, especially the episode with Agent Carter, was for the fact that she was shinier than this one and looked more plastic. When this one just looks really, really cool, like she just stepped right on out from the cartoons into plastic. And she's not shiny at all, as you can tell. She looks really, really great, especially when you stand her next to the Hydro Stomper. She looks really, really cool. And then when you put her on top of the machine, it looks really, really good. So Marvel has done a really good job with this figure. I always kept her. I wanted to sell her in the beginning, but after I kept looking at her and then I got the Hydro Stomper, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep both of them and just wait. I did sell my Thor, and I kind of regret that, but that's a story for another day. So anyways, they did a really good job with her. Her paint job is really, really good. And there's no mess ups on this figure. I looked all through it, and everything just looks great. I don't think there's nothing wrong. This is probably like a really, really good figure that they brought out. Or at least the one that I picked up, I didn't see nothing wrong with it. Even the boots are really nice. And like they painted her a little bit too as well. And she just looks awesome. Only thing I wish she would have came with was with an extra pair set of hands. That would have been nice, just to have like maybe 2 Estrangeable Hands or or just at least one more set, but 2 sets would have been nice. Plus the ones that she has on her, but even just 1 set extra would have been nice on her. But anyways, I love the way the shell looks. Everything just looks good, and she looks nice. Her shell looks better than the U.S. agent shell. So I just can't wait to put her next to my Captain America when he's on his way. He'll be here on Thursday, the 20th anniversary one. I think that's the best Captain America that I've seen. And I looked up all the Captain America because I really wanted Captain America really bad. So I just can't wait. And I'm so excited to get him. And then when I do, I'm going to pull her right back out along with this guy and do a review and some comparisons. But she just looks great. Marvel did a really good job with her. And there's no way in the world I was going to turn this down. Luckily I got the Hydra Stomper first, and then I went back after watching What If Marvel, and then went and got that. But I do watch other people reviews, and when they were talking about how they were coming out with it, I was like, I gotta get it because I already had the Ironmonger. But she could do a T-pose this high. It doesn't go up no higher than that for some reason, but that's cool enough. I mean, what else you can ever do? You could just go like this, bring it out this way. You could do that. So she does have a swivel. She does have double jointed elbows as well. She has a ball joint right here. Goes in and out. So good job with that. With her head, she does look up that much. Now the hair does hinder this figure. And then you can look down that much. She could look down pretty good, but she can't look up that much. But you can just stretch your body like that. Now, one thing I did like how they made Agent Carter was for the fact that they did her like they did the Ironheart. And you can see on the Ironheart as well, they have their swivels way up here. She has her swivel up here. So does she. I don't think you could turn her waist. Yeah, you can't, but you could turn this. And this right here is cool enough for me. Like, because I don't like the mess up right here that they break off from the waist like they did with the other figure that they just bought out. This guy right here. Like, this is the difference. When they twist it like that and you see that, I hate that. So for the fact that they didn't do that on her was really, really cool. And I just love the way that you could barely even see the seams as far as the ab crunch in this. So they did a really good job with that. And then she could go out that much that way. She has swivels. She also has double jointed knees. So you could get her up there. Now her legs kick out that much. Right here. And then in the back. Not that much because of her butt. They even did a good job with her butt. And this butt looked like an American soldier butt. So they did a really good job with it. Not too big, just normal. I could imagine kids probably had this too. So of course they're gonna make it where it's acceptable for kids as well. But they did a really good job with her. Overall, this figure is smooth. I had no problems with it at all. It's just perfect. No looseness. It's just perfect. This is a perfect figure. And from the looks of it, it looked like it'd be a I'll say about out of 1 through 10, I give her a 10 only because she's just so perfect. There's nothing wrong with her, and she's just really, really good. Now I haven't taken no pictures with her using her photography yet, only because I just wait. And good thing I waited. Something told me just wait, and I kept putting it off. But now actually having her and having all the rest of the Marvel figures that I'm getting now I'm going to go ahead and throw her in some pictures because I can, especially when I get my Captain America. That's when I'm really going to have a lot of fun with this figure. But until then, I just got to hold off for a little bit longer. And when we do, I'm definitely going to be taking some nice pictures with her. So I'm going to put her to the side. But as far as everything goes, from looks to detail to articulation, I give her a solid 10. And, well, I would have gave it a 10 overall. But I'm going to give it an 8, only because she could have came with more accessories. Only thing she came with was the shell. But the color is nice, and I can't express how much I love the color of her. Now, I don't know if they came with extra hands or not, because I can't find the box for her. But on this guy, he was dusty, and I thought she came with some hands, but I'm going to go look for the box again, because I just had her standing up all the whole time. But she looks really, really awesome, so I give her an 8 1 through 10, she gets an 8. Now this guy right here, we're gonna go with U.S. Agent next. This dude is good. Now I heard a lot of people say this is just your typical Captain America, just the same body sculpture, just a little bit beefer. And I like for the fact that they made him beef right here, and he just looks really really good. Even when he's like this, standing right there, like in his walk pose, and his head down, he just look like he's mean. He doesn't look like the original Captain America. He's just here to do a job and that's it. And I love for the fact that he looks like that. I love that they give him the old school look, like back in the day, like in the 90s look, in the cartoons, when we used to have these kind of toys. And he just looks really, really good. I love for the fact that the paint is cool on him, on his chest. Now, I do have some gripes on him. It's because in his face, I don't know if it's just this one, but they did kind of mess up on his paint. And I did not like that. So I had to, like, lower him on points only because his face wasn't perfect, like Agent Carter's was. But other than that, everything else is cool. Now, I did get some looseness in one of these wrists. I don't know which one it was. I think it's this one. It was kind of loose. It's not loose right now, but earlier it was. I don't know. Maybe I didn't have it in all the way. But it was kind of loose. And I hate when my figures are loose. I just can't stand it. Now, I love the way they did the shield. I know a lot of people were complaining about it on their channel. But with me, I didn't have a problem with their shield, with his shield at all. Probably because I'm new at collecting Marvel Legends. But to me, I just thought the figure was great. With me, I had no complaints of him. Because all you have to do is just snap it on his wrist. And that's it. And boom, there he goes. Now, he has different articulation from Agent Carter. So, no wonder he's $17 at Target. Agent Carter was probably way more, and this was a Target exclusive as well. But he has the same articulation as the regular Marvel Legend figures come with. He has that right there, the ab crunch. Now he looks up. Not all the way, but you can easily do that to make him look up. But as far as him standing, he doesn't look up at all. But he can look down that much. This way, this way. And then, like I said, I love for the fact that they didn't do it like they put a belt on him. And not like the other figure that I just showed you. And then he also has the original swivel right here, which is his thigh swivel, double jointed knees. And he has a swivel right here as well. And then he has a little swivel on his ankles and right here. And he has better ankles than Agent Carter, I give him that. But still, Agent Carter is just a perfect figure to me. She's just a perfect figure. I just wish she would have came with more accessories. Otherwise, she would have got a 10. Now, with his ears, I love for the fact that they give him his ears to separate from his head. It's not painted on there. It's more on there. It's not rubber. It's kind of plastic. It is plastic that's on there. So they did a really good job with that. And I love for the fact that they did his back beefy and made him like real beefy and nice. Oh, you know what, guys? I'm sorry about that. He does look up. I just saw it right now. I'm still new to this, so he does. He looks up that much. And then I didn't see it until I saw the back of his peg is a little bit different. You can see right here is where you can lift it up. He still had more room. I was going like this, where all you have to do is just push it back like that, and then boom, there's your articulation right there. So he does look up, and he looks up great. And this dude looks really, really good. Now, I saw a lot of people give him low scores, like out of 10, out of 1 through 10, he gets a 5. Out of my category, because I love him, and I don't just bash figures like that. And I'm not a big complainer when it comes to figures, as long as they don't do like ridiculous stuff. Like, I had a figure break on me before. I had a figure that can't stand on me, which the one in the back is a prime example of that. And then, but he's really good, so I'm gonna give him a 6. I give Carter 8 to a 9-ish. Every time I deal with him more, it makes me like her even more. So because she's flawless, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and give her a 10. Now, if you don't like that number, just hit me up in the comment section below and let me know what you think about her. Now, standing next to her, she does look good next to these three. So of course I'm gonna have these her in here as well. And the reason why I brought her back on stage or on the screen is because I really do really start liking this figure and fall in love with this figure. It's different, but once you get used to the brightness of the red, I think it's the red in the helmet. It's actually a really nice figure. But I'm gonna take her back off the screen, and then next I'm gonna talk about the Hydro Stomper or Hydra Stomper, whatever you call it. I don't have the box in front of me. I threw it. So, anyways, this guy I have a lot of gripes and well, not a lot, but I do have some. One is for the fact that I don't like the way they made his feet. Like right here, look at that. Look at all that room back there. Now this dude is so like heavy and even back heavy when you throw his boosters on that it's hard for him to stand. He's just all constantly falling. That I had to put one of those stands back there for him just to make him stand right. And that was one of my gripes that I had about him. And then he's kind of loose. Like he's not like the Ironmonger. He's just kind of loose in his waist. And then the back right here, his backpack, his jetpack, where that is, it's just loose. It comes off really easy. I was thinking about gluing it on there, but I like to keep him in his box. He looks so nice in his box. So I'm really contemplating, should I really just glue it on and just have it on a shelf forever, or just put it back in the box? So what would you do? And what did you do with your guy? Did you just throw him back in the box, or did you just leave him on the stand and throw away the box? Let me know in the comment section below. But anyways, guys, this guy is really good, though, as far as articulation, the way he looks. He does look really good. And he can look up that much. And he can look down that much. He turns sides. And he can turn this side too. And I've seen people even take off his head. Also, he goes forward that much with his joint right here, and it's just a single joint right here that he can move. He also have a swivel at the bicep, and then he can do a T-pose. These are right here, and that's pretty cool that they put the plastic right here connected to the body. And then also his legs, they do hinder because of this right here, and that's another problem that I have with these, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But even this one, it does hinder a little bit. It comes out this way. And then this part right here is kind of loose for me, and I didn't like that. But you can turn him. And he look like he has a little ab crunch, but little to none, basically, if you go like that. And right here, he does have, not double jointed, but it's just one joint, and you just go up and down on that. And he does have a swivel on the thigh. He does have a thigh swivel, but at the way at the top. So here's a really good figure. He also have not toe articulation, but he has articulation right here. We can move that, and I think you could turn it. Yeah, you could turn it as well. So good job with that. And you can even turn that to put him in different poses. Maybe that help him stand. I didn't even know that until I just moved it right now. Cause I thought about Ironheart, how she moves her little toes in the front of the machine. And it makes her stand a lot better, where you can put her in different poses. But anyways, guys, this thing looks really cool. The looks look really cool. But as far as the how can I say, the looseness, and for the fact that he can't stand, it just takes some of those points away from him. But overall, this is a must-have if you're a Marvel Legend fan. If you're a Marvel Legend collector, this is a must-have. He also comes with these right here. These two blasters right here. You could put them back here. Or you could, yeah, you can only put them back here. And then he also comes with this, with his jetpack. Like I said, this does come off. And then you just put it back on. And right now it's acting all tight, but it'll fall off after you move it around for a little bit. And then he also comes with his Estrangeable Hands, and they are both closed fists. And yeah, they did a really good job with them. The paint job is nice. It looked kind of rusted, like they was working on it. And he just looked like a really good figure. But the only thing another thing I don't like about it is for the fact, like these, I was trying to put it on there. I accidentally bent one of them. Oh, it's this one. I think it's one of them I accidentally bent because they're rubber, they're not plastic. Which is cool that they're not plastic, but at the same time, just be careful when you're dealing with your figures. Like, sometimes I have bad luck when I break my own figure, especially when it comes to NECA. A lot of their stuff is like real flimsy. You drop it one time, it's broken. But I heard at Marvel Legends, they do have a good durability. But just be careful, especially with figures like these. And like, I have to lean him forward just so he won't fall. He probably fall by the time I finish even doing the video. But now I do want to compare him next to my Ironmonger. I'm gonna move these two out the way for now, and then I'm gonna bring in my Ironmonger, which is my best. Like out of all the Iron Man stuff, anything iron, this one is my best one. I like it better than all my Iron Mans that I have. And this dude is just sweet. Now these two are some big chunk of plastic right here. But overall, they do look good together. Now I do have to say that. But of course, this one is way better than that one. And that is a range from 1 through 10. I give this one, I give it a 7. For the legs, he gets a 10. But for the overall figure, with everything, with gripes and complaints, I give this figure a 7. Because it could have been way better. And I don't know if it's just mine, but I just think they could have done a better job with him. And made him just like they make this guy, all nice, smooth, and just do good with him. His feet, he stands good. You can put him in some crazy poses because Ironmonger is just that dude. But this dude still looked nice, and he definitely looked good next to Agent Carter. You put these two together right here, they look really good. They look just like the What If cartoon. And I like for the fact that they did to the eyes, they paint the eyes blue. Like the reactors are the crystal, or whatever it's called, the Tazeract is lighting it up. And you can put her back here. I'm not going to do that because a lot of people do that, and it's going to take forever just to do that. And I just record straight through, so I don't have time for that. But overall, these figures are really, really nice. And I'm just so glad that I didn't get rid of him. I'm so glad that I didn't get rid of her. And I thought I was at one point, but I'm just so glad I kept her. And I'm glad I picked up this guy. Even though I thought he was Captain America and he wasn't, I'm still glad that I picked him up. And they did a really good job with him. And I forgot to show you his shield. His shield looked really nice as well. And I love the color that they did. And for the fact that it doesn't have the stars, it's pretty cool to separate them from Captain America. So I just can't wait to get my Captain America because I'm definitely going to put all these together again. But then I'll be more complete with my Marvel Avenger collection as far as having my Avengers, because I almost have all of them. Only one I'm missing is a Spider-Man. And I think I want to do my Spider-Man different and then make a Miles Morales, because I like that Miles Morales better than I do the regular Spider, the Peter Parker Spider-Man. That's just my preference. But other than that, these figures are really, really nice. And I'm so glad that I started collecting these. I'm late in the game, but it's never too late to start collecting. So I'm just going to keep collecting these guys. If I see it, I'll buy it. But sometimes you gotta wait because sometimes Marvel Legends stuff could be super, super expensive. So you have to be careful, like what you buy. When you buy, you look up, you be spending up all your bill money, your lunch money, trying to keep up with these figures, trying to buy them and stuff because they always bring out so many. So this is a cool set right here. There is one more comparison that I do want to do with these two. And see, he's about to fall right now. That's just horrible, man. I'm going to have to set them to the side. But with these two, I do have one more figure that I want to stand up next to. And that would be my my Diamonds Marvel Select Thanos, which is my best Thanos that I have as far as look. This dude just looks beastly. And I can't wait to put him in a scene together with all the Captain Americas, with Agent Carter, with the U.S. agent, and with my Captain America coming. I think it's going to look so good with all three of these together, with all three of them fighting against Thanos in a photography scene. So that's cool right there. And then I also have my Noel Tower over these guys. And he's even taller than Thanos and stronger than Thanos as well. So you have that one. And then I have my Hulk right here. and I love this figure. I'm going to do a review on him too. Look how tall he is over them. He's like one of my tallest figures for the Marvel's Legends as far as the superheroes go. And this dude looks great. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Give this video a like, subscribe, and let me know which one do you like better. Do you like this guy better, or do you like the Ironmonger better? And then what do you think about the U.S. Agent? Which one's better, the U.S. Agent or is it Agent Carter? Because to me, I think it's Agent Carter, but I would like to hear what you have to say, and I would like to hear, like, what do you think about the Hydra Stomper? Is it worth it? Do you have the same complaints that I have about them? Let me know. Hit me up in the comment section below. Let's talk toys, and I see you in the next video. Adios.